Yo, 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 my peoples, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, it's your host, it's that man, Freedom Pie, bringing you that straight knowledge from out the sky, straight energy, man. I'm passing it on. Do what you gotta do, but just don't drop the phone. Come on, man. Let's step into this, man. We gonna bring the light on this situation, man. Our new topic. Y'all see it. Y'all can read. I know you can. The ignorance of Black America. United we stand, but in ignorance we fall. Ooh-wee. Man. Just sit there and just chew on that, man, for a minute, man. Just let that sink down deep into the crevices of your mind. The ignorance of Black America. United we stand, but in ignorance we fall. Hey, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's gonna get heavy right here, man. It's gonna get so heavy, man. You gonna have to drop it like it's hot, man. You hear me? But that's okay, man, because we're gonna pick it right back up, man, because we got to. Sometimes it be so hot you can't hold it, man. You gotta set it down and come back and pick it up again. Set it down, come pick it up again. You feel me? Because it be so hot. And that's what this is, man, for not only the listening audience, but for me as well, man. You know, a lot of the knowledge and enlightenment that I get, man, it's not, I don't put it off on, hey, just saying this just fell out of the sky. I'm telling you, man, it's just on, you gotta be on a certain wave, a mental mind wave, and that's growth. If you ain't trying to grow, if you ain't on that mental mind wave of growth, then it won't sink in. That's the thing about the message. You know, you can go get a message, and if you're going with an open mind and a mind to receive that message, then it will sink in. It'll take hold. It'll take hold probably every time because you're going with anticipation. You're going like you're hungry. And that's how you gotta come when you coming to the Freedom Pie world, man. You gotta come like you hungry, man. Like you really trying to get a hold to some understanding, overstanding, understanding, man. You trying to get these concepts to sink down into your mind so that you can get that revelation, man, and that peace in your life. That peace. I'm saying I ain't nobody's fool. And we ain't going for that. Or I'm not going for that. This is a personal stance that you gotta take, man. When you first read this, if this didn't grab you, then you ain't here. But when you first read this and this grabs you, you said, let me see what the brother's talking about. But let's get into it then, man. Because this runs deep. It runs deep. This right here runs deep. And let's start peeling. Let's start peeling this onion back. You did. Here we go. Check it out. The word play is the beginning of the road. You got to know what the word means before you can go any further. And so when we looking at this word ignorance, man, some people look at it and say, well, they didn't know. But that ain't how I look at this word. I look at this word because my mind goes straight to root. See, I'm a root person. And when I say root, I'm not talking about roots in the ground, but I do enjoy root tea. But the root word here is ignore. Ignore. That's the root word. Okay? And we all have a bit of understanding what it means to ignore. Because I think as an adult, you've probably ignored a whole lot of things. I know I have. It don't mean it's right, and it don't mean it's good. And in order for me to make a change, I have to really look at the fact of, am I ignoring something that I really should be paying attention to? And that's where we at. And that's where this ignorance is taking us. Since we're ignoring it, it's taking us where it wants to take us. And that's where I have to say, hold up, wait a minute, you ain't taking me nowhere that I don't want to be. See, and that's what happens when you ignore any situation or any thing that comes before you. You can't ignore it because the results are never good when you ignore a situation or a circumstance. You have to make the adjustments. You got to make the adjustments. So watch this. The ignorance of Black America. United we stand, but in ignorance we fall. What is it that we are ignoring as a people, as a whole? What is it that we're ignoring? And I'm going to tell you what it is that we're ignoring. It's simple. We're not going to run our way through this talking about no. We're going to go right to the point, man, of what it is we're ignoring. And once we really open our minds and say, wow, this is what's been getting me. And it ain't that it's getting you, it's that you're getting you or I'm getting me. We getting ourselves on. You dig? You know how you people say, man, you got me on. No. We getting ourselves on. We gonna be adults. It's conversation is for adults. This ain't for children because somebody else is responsible for them. This conversation is only for adults. And what is an adult? Someone who has a clear understanding, understanding of what's going on in reality. But and yet and still we learning. We learning. Right? So what is it that we ignoring? What is this hidden thing this thing that's not hidden, this thing that is really out in the open, but we acting like we don't see it. We don't want to see. We ain't gonna see it. No, we want to do it that. What is it? This thing. This thing that it's about this ignorance, man. What is it about this that we love so much? Why is this the main course? Why is this on the plate? Why is this so appealing to us to be all up in this ignorance? Why is it so appealing to us to be in ignorance? So if we're in ignorance, it's obvious the thing that it is that we are ignoring. We don't want no part of it. And here it is, straight off the motherfucking cut. Truth. We don't want nothing to do with truth. It's something about it that it's like, man, you know how people say, man, grow up, man. Grow up. Not damn. Don't stay. They don't ever say, hey, man, stay stagnant, man. Nobody tells you to stay stagnant. People say grow up. Let your mental grow up. And for some reason, man, we ain't wanting to grow up. But we have to elevate, to get to the next level. And we keep raising babies in intellectual form. I don't know nothing, so I'm raised you to not know nothing. You don't know nothing, so the next man he don't know nothing. Just gonna keep raising everybody don't know nothing. All up in this ignorance until you just straight flat busted or you not even around. The ignorance of Black America, the ignorance. What is it? It keep ignoring the truth. Why? Why is it that you have to stay in the same position when it comes to this false education, false religions? Don't want to grow up out of that. You got to keep making the same mistakes, man. That's not an adult. That's not intellectual, man. You don't keep making the same damn mistake. How do you take a test and keep making the same mistakes and think you gonna graduate? Let me say it again. How is it that you think you gonna take a test and willfully you keep making the same mistakes and then think you're gonna graduate? Let me tell you right now, you're not going to graduate. You're not going to elevate. You're not going to rise to the next level. It just ain't gonna happen. And listen, let me tell you something. Please don't be under the misunderstanding that if you got money, you exempt from this. Because guess what? Your money can't save you from ignorance. Because guess what? You know how many damn fools it is with money? Damn foolish. I mean it. From the moment I see you in that brand new Benz, that damn foolish. From the moment I see you as you an NBA player and you got all this money, I ain't seen no hotels in none of y'all's names. I ain't seen no supermarkets in none of these NBA players' names. I ain't seen no supermarkets in their names. I see Shaq out there hustling. He's on every commercial doing his thing, stacking it, racking it. I think he's still in control of his likeness and image. Michael Jordan gave it up. Because he thought he would be free of that. He could be free in that. And that's his own thought. I ain't knocking him. That's where a man felt like he's come up free out here. What is it anyway? my likeness and my image. He said, hey, y'all can have that. Just break me off. That's what he said, just break me off. But what I'm saying, man, and then getting back to this, man, to this reality, because it's not just about no celebrities, it's about all of us on every level, man, and it ain't about money. It's about elevating our situations. It's about, man, listen, man, we can't keep being the damn fool. Can't be the joker all the time. Why be the clown? Black America. Why be the clown? Why is it that we got to be the one that's being duped and you all right with it? And if anybody come with any light and say anything, now you mad? Or now you naming and branding a person as this, that, or other, they bad because they brought the light, they brought the knowledge, and we've been doing this too long. The book is wide open to the rejection of truth. And so what is the truth? What is the truth? Every man, it's a million truths that we need to step into. And it's a million lies. Let's mark this down in yellow. What I'm going to say. It's a million lies that we need to step away from. We occupying ourselves in our finances and our time, and then teaching our children to occupy themselves with this same nothingness. Same nothingness. If you Baptist, Episcopalian, Seventh-day Adventist, Buddhist, whatever, man. Listen, man, put it all in a bag. Put all of the religions in a bag. Okay? I'm telling you, put them all in a bag and set them over to the side just for a second. Set it all over to the side. Because, see, all your religions are what? They are teachings. Somebody done taught somebody this, and then you got taught it. So let's set that over there. Just today, just for a moment. Set this over. I'm not telling you to walk away from your religion. I ain't telling you to do none of that. I'm saying set that over for a minute, because it's not it don't define you as a person. See, you are human first. From the moment you came through that portal, since y'all like that word, you came through your mother's womb. Get what you came into, the reality of what? Being what? A human being. So I'm talking to the human family that we are. Because this is a human family. I want you to set all the labeling over here to the side. Set the fact that you think, or what? I ain't gonna say. Set the fact over here that you've been taught that you are a Christian, a Buddhist, or whatever, whatever it is. Set that over for a minute, because you are human first. That's what we have to remember. Who am I? Because we forgetting who we are. And instead of us saying we're human first, we are choosing to grab on to our different labels. And then there comes the wars. The wars come from grabbing onto these labels and choosing to say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. No, you're not. You human first. That's the truth. That's not a lie. I don't care where you at on the planet. What family of people you think you came from. I don't care about none of that. I'm saying you human first. And when we step into the truth of we human first, now we can get somewhere. Now we can get somewhere. I'm talking to everybody. Put your label over to the side. I'm president. Put that over to the side, man. I'm a police officer. Put that over to the side. And step into this truth. That you human first. And that's where we gonna come at from this. That's the platform we diving off of. Gotta stop lying to ourselves, man. We have to put this willingness of ignorance to the side. We human first, okay? Put the separations to the side and allow unity to take hold. See, if we can become a one mind, let this mind, this oneness, this understanding, this oneness of man, human first. How can you pull a trigger and take somebody's life when you got that thought in your mind that I'm human first and this person is human first? You can't just pull a trigger and take somebody's life, man. You got to come with human first. Stop trying to draw a line in the sand and say you different from anybody. All of us got toilets in our houses. All of us got restrooms in our house. Everybody going and using the restroom. Everybody is eating, drinking, and doing the others and getting rid of it. It's going in and everybody. So why is it that you allow a title to be slapped in your face and now all of a sudden you ain't human? All of a sudden now you're not a part of the family? Or you got a little money and now you ain't family? You're not a part of the unified body that's on this planet that walks on two legs and got arms and eyes and stands up and communicates. You ain't a part of that. Just cause somebody gave you a title. Listen, man, the ignorance of Black America. United we stand, but in ignorance we fall. In ignorance we fall. And what is this ignorance? To deny the truth, man. Every time somebody bring you at and you say, nope, I'm denying that. Or every time your own genius, which is the spirit that accompanies you soon as you come into the earth, into this realm, your genius is right there. And everybody got it, and I know it. Some people don't know it, but you better look. Look up that word, genius. It tells you the spirit that accompanies you soon as you come in. You come in genius, baby. You come in with a genius spirit. So I know who I'm dealing with. I know it's a lot of times people don't know who they are and what they are, but everybody on this planet is a genius. Everybody. Come in with it. It gets messed up when you get programmed and you get so-called educated. They program you and you lose your genius. You don't really lose it. You kind of put him to sleep and decide over and you just start working like a robot. Instead of you going from your natural ability of what is in you and what you are to come into. See, people don't let you come into yourself. They put what they want you to come into. And that's what happens. Your mind goes into a receding where it is not really active. Once you got your genius going, man, your mental is working and it's active and you saying, I'm not going for anything. Hold up, wait a minute. See, when your mind's active, man, you ask questions. That's an active mind. Anytime somebody's asking questions and wants to learn and wants to know more, hey, the genius is at work because you have to have more information and more knowledge to continue to build the person of who you are. And some of us are wanting to stay in the position of where we was when we was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Man, you don't treat women like that. You an adult, man. Excuse me, young lady, you don't talk to your elders like that. No matter, you don't do it, it's just disrespectful and it's a bad light on yourself. We need to get this back into the system. For some reason, we done got away from honor and respect and, being human. the things that we seeing, man, today, not just on the internet, we've been watching it with the movies, been programmed with the movie get butter you up and get you used to watching people getting killed and shot. Now they put it on the internet, we watching killed, getting shot. People out there shooting and killing each other just because the quote unquote government said you can have a gun. They said I can have a gun. Oh, does that mean you can go shoot everybody? No. See, that's ignorance. You want to just get the gun, but you don't want to respect what is quote unquote law. Not to hurt, harm your fellow brother, your fellow man, your fellow human. You can't even get yourself over into adultery without willfully operating in ignorance. You're willfully ignoring the fact that you made a pact with somebody to be faithful, to love and honor and obey. You want to act like you didn't know the information, act like you didn't know it. You want to walk in ignorance. I'm gonna walk in ignorance. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go be with somebody else. Come on, man. That's willful ignorance. You know you married. You know your wife loves you. You know she's home with the kids. Or wife, you know your husband loves you. You know that man's at work. You know what kind of man this is. He's worked 24/7. And you won't make up an excuse and walk in ignorance and say he don't show you, he don't never spend no time with you. Cut it out. You know the man work all the time. You know the man is tired when he come home. And vice versa. If you know your woman is out on her feet, man, 8, 9, 10 hours a day, and then you want to come and bring ignorance to her and feed her ignorance, acting like you don't know it's what this woman doing, talking about who was that at your job talking to you. Man, it's somebody at her job. And I'm going to tell you something. I know us. It ain't nothing until somebody make it something. You know. Don't threaten a black person about something because then they going to go do it. And we got to stop that too. Stop allowing people to be your puppet master. Cause they did this, you going to do that. No, that's ignorance. You are ignoring the fact that you in control of yourself. Yeah. No matter what somebody else does, you in control of yourself. So, you know, man, I know we saying, man, what is this dude talking about? What I'm talking about, man, is waking up to these lives that you continue to wake up and live in every day. You got bills. Why are you going to give your money to the preacher? If you're looking at book and shit, God said, I don't need your money. I don't need nothing from you. If I was hungry, I wouldn't tell you. See, so why are you giving your money to the preacher talking about that? Well, we ain't got nothing. Listen, the church, let's look it up. All these churches, homie, are businesses. They are businesses. They don't need your money. They don't need your money. And if they do, they bad businesses. Then they need to close. Because if they can't handle business, you got preachers in there standing in front of you. And I know, ain't no question about it with the Seventh-day Adventist preachers, because they all go to college. See, a lot of those black ones go to Oakwood College. I don't know where the white ones go in, but they go to Oakwood College. These people are so-called educated. So if they have an education, man, they better be giving them education in business too. While they teaching about theology, theology gonna have to need some business to go with it. Cause if you think for 1 minute that you gonna stand up there and talk in front of me and somebody gonna support you talking about in the house of, and then y'all next thing I look up, you got Benz, you just got here. Come on, man. The ignorance of Black America. We keep going to these churches, and I'm gonna stop saying we because I don't go. I refuse to be a willing victim. I can read. I don't mind doing research and getting an understanding, overstanding, understanding about situation, circumstances. So if you want to really learn about some religion, you better come away from the church and then read about it. Get you some books and open them up. Do some history lessons for yourself. Why you gotta have a so-called teacher in your own book? It tells you no longer be in need of a teacher. You gonna the Holy Spirit supposed to be teaching y'all. Y'all keep running up in the churches. How long? You gonna run into ignorance. Even the book that before you won't even read that. It told you you would no longer be in need of a teacher because you would be taught by the Holy Spirit. Y'all don't even believe that because you keep running up in them churches. And you keep going in front of, allowing a man to stand in front of you and give you, his breakdown on it. Why? Because it ain't even about that, man. Y'all going up in there, it's a fashion show, and ain't nothing wrong wanting to be in a good place around good people, man, but let's stop doing it in ignorance. A lot of people think he's all against the, what I'm against is the lies and the ineffectiveness of the lies. And we keep telling the same lie over and over and over and over, generation after generation. I mean, you got to be kidding me, man. So you wonder why this new generation is they saying, man, you kidding me? We ain't keep on listening to that. Where to get you? Feel me? They done seen people get destroyed in them situations, man. And when we look at the numbers, that's what people don't even do, but you need to be looking at the numbers. Keeping the books. Because Granny and them gave that same church you going to all her money. And when I say all of it, I'm talking about what, how Granny used to give. Granny them gave with what? They heart. Give with your heart. They done gave them that message. Give with your heart. Talking to people about all that good money that they could have invested in something wisely or paid bills with or saved, Just these are families that are handing over hundreds of thousands of dollars or have handed over. This new generation ain't gonna hand it over like that, but the old generation handed over trillions of dollars, man, in the name of religion. I mean, handed it over. Do your research. Go back, pull up them numbers on Google. How much has religion, made? How much does it make? And so why do you need money when you're teaching moral? Money is ineffective when it comes to moral teachings, man. The church is about moral, getting a moral right standing with the Most High Creator, whoever they might be in your life, whoever you calling that, and with man, your brother and sister, the people who you live around, work with daily. This is morals. How did fiat, mammon, money get in the game? Because some greedy individuals, wolves in sheep clothing, got involved. See, if they asking you for money without saying to you, you gonna return a great investment for your money, don't listen, something wrong. Anytime somebody asking you for money and ain't telling you you're investing and you're gonna have a return come, something is wrong. You're being duped. If you look on the internet, it's called scammed. Feel me? Because when it comes to handing your money out, and then you not getting a report on your money and seeing what your money is doing, something wrong. And like I said, the church in and of itself is a business. It's a business. Go ask the bank. They financed it. What is it? It's got an EIN number. It's a business. So that business and that preacher who running or over that business need to be coming up with some plans on effectively making some money instead of asking me for my money. Ask not what your members can do for you, but ask your members what you can do for them. That's a message to all y'all preachers. Ask not what your members can do for you, but ask your members what you can do for them. How can I help you invest your money instead of taking these people's money? Y'all did that with our grandparents. Y'all did that with them. That day's over and dead. This is about investments, man. It's all about investments. We're losing neighborhoods. These churches have stepped on every corner and milked all the money. If it wasn't a church, it was a liquor store. And if it wasn't a liquor store, it was an Arab store. Y'all been milking, man. And I'm saying it's time, feel me, for us to wake up to these facts and quit walking around in ignorance, ignoring what we see. We see it. Call it what it is. United we stand, but in ignorance we fall. You feel me? We got to call it what it is, man. If it wasn't a liquor store, it was a church. If it wasn't a church, it was an Arab store. If it wasn't an Arab store, maybe the Chinese got close enough to milk you too. But we've been milked enough. Okay? Enough is enough. We're not cattle. How about that? We ain't walking in the ignorance of we cows to be milked. Milking. Just steady milking. It's time for us to get back to what the old school cats had going and the old school females had back in the day, man. Them people said, we getting our own. Who? Well, we need them from people from India to come make our chicken for us. India. You go up to India's restaurant and these restaurants around here, man, they done got so high. You know why? Because they saying they ignorant. They walking around in the ignorance. Here, listen, man. For the same 12 piece you grade give them $20 for, just go to the supermarket and buy a whole bag for $8. Feel me? And sit back with your peoples, cook it up, grill it up, however you want to do it. But don't do it in ignorance. This is the time, man. Listen, if you gonna walk in ignorance, listen, they gonna put the hooks in you now. You see how high the prices are? Everywhere you go. Grocery store is your best bet, man. You got to go get into these Sam Clubs. You got to get into these Aldi's. You got to get into these places, man. They got better deals, the best deal. And we can't walk around in ignorance just throwing our money to each one of these little fast food restaurants. They're going to bust us for $20 every time we want our hamburger, a shake, and some fries. For $20, we can go get a whole slab of meat, feel me? A whole thing of ice cream, right? If that's what you want. And put that in the refrigerator and eat several days. We have to stop walking around here and running around here like it's okay when it's not. People waking up to the fact of being in debt for these cars, right? That you just gonna drive from Hollow Creek to Nicholasville Road and back and park. That's the only thing you doing. You going to work and back, church and back, and you gotta be $40,000 in debt to do that? You gotta be $40,000 to $50,000 in debt because you want to look like what they showed you on that commercial. Commercialized you, tricked you, duped you. And here now you going to work not for yourself, not so you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now you not going to work to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're going to work to pay what? A debt. You want to be in debt. It's the ignorance of Black America that is just rampage and rambling all through the nation. And guess what, y'all? I'm gonna tell you something. The whole world see it. The whole world see it. How about this? How about all Black people ain't on drugs? How about that? Everybody ain't high and everybody ain't drunk with liquor, with drugs. Everybody's not high with liquor and drugs, but I'm going to tell you something. You are drunk and you are high. And when we tell you what you drunk and high on, I mean lit, as they said in the day. You lit, drunk and high off your ass with it. Ignorance, man. Ignorance. America, Black America, listen, man, it's time to stop saying what they're doing to us. They did this, they did it. Okay, yeah, they might have done something, but guess what? Now we're doing something. And what we're doing is just as bad as what they did. Because we got invisible whip. We beating the hell out of ourselves with ignorance.